Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you were new, my name is Kaylee. So first off, let me apologize for no video last week. So to be honest, I was with my family and I've had a very long, very unexpected month due to my car. And I was feeling really down and I just didn't really feel like making a video. So this is going to be the July budget setup video. So we will not have a June budget update, just the final June budget next week. But something you should know, my car is officially dead. It has been fixed for the last time. It is going to be driven down to my parents' house and parked, and I will be borrowing a car from them until I get a new car. Obviously, I don't want to overstay my welcome in borrowing their car, so I will be very quickly, maybe as soon as next weekend, not this weekend, getting a new car, new to me car. It is not brand new. That has a whole financial thing going on too, so I will update that in a separate video. I will go through the cost of the car, where the money's coming from, like the emergency fund, the fund that I have, and all of that, how much of what, and just kind of go into that in a separate video. But this video is going to be July budget setup video. It is going to be insane because this is the month that everything is due. This is the month that I get my contacts. This is the month that my house insurance is due, my identity theft protection, everything is due. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this budget. Please remember that because I don't know the actual total cost of the car that I could possibly be getting, again, don't know if that's what I'm getting, things might change as always, but we are just gonna roll with it. This is the current plan for my numbers, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so July's budget income, luckily we have 5 weeks, so that means my income is going to be at $3,171.35. Again, since I am now salary, this is not going to change, but maybe a couple cents, give or take. But other than that, it's not changing. Gifts, I have $25. I want to start just putting some money to set aside instead of doing like a big amount at once. I want to start slowly building it up, so that way when something comes along, I have money set aside. This budget, obviously June is not over, so the remaining amount is actually incorrect. And what I mean by that is the balance or whatever was $0 as of the real-time budget. So what it is saying is, and you'll see this in my June budget, I went over my gifts budget by $12.29. So it's saying that with $25 in there, I only have $12.71. And that's not right. I actually have the full $25 because I took the budget and rearranged it, so it's actually $0. But I can't make these changes until it's actually July, and I didn't want to reset the budget and have to redo the numbers all over again. So that's the real numbers. Church, there is actually $59 in here, not, let's see, how much does it say? Oh, okay, this is correct. There's $59 as a starting balance, so with the $20, it will be $79. I found a few ways to spend it this month, currently in June. Grandparents Netflix, obviously $12.99 will go in there, and then $12.99 will go out. Nothing in other. Housing and utilities, my rent, if you haven't watched my living situation video, you can go watch that, but I have 2 separate rents. This one will come out at the end of July and this one at the beginning of July. My water, I've set aside $40. My natural gas and electricity, I know exactly what they're going to be and when they're going to come out. To be honest, it is July, and normally my electric bill with the air conditioner and everything is around $150. So I'm really excited. I'd have to go back to see how last year's was. I know last year's was a little lower than that. And I know part of that was I'm the only one that lives in this house, and I did have a roommate, but really, it shocked me how much it didn't go down, but I have done some things like getting some smart plugs in the house that allow me to keep things plugged in, such as lamps and my computer charger and stuff like that, and I don't have to worry about the electricity usage, because when I turn off the outlet, the smart plug, the whole outlet is dead. There's not like ghost usage going on, which you can look that up if you need to know what that is. But it clearly has saved me something in my electricity, because normally it is higher around this time of year. Internet is $83.99. I lowered it a couple of months ago to the cheapest plan that they have in my area, but is still functioning for me, and it is doing great. It is slow at times, but I also have to believe that that has to do with everyone being home still from the pandemic. There's still a lot of people that are home all the time, so I'm thinking that has something to do with it. Household maintenance, there is actually $0 in this, not negative $47.90. Again, there were a lot of adjustments in my June budget, so there will be a full $50. And again, I think I'm just going to start putting little amounts of money in at a time, and slowly it'll build up for any bigger emergencies. It's an emergency fund within itself, or just a necessary items thing. $40 for mowing my yard. To be honest, it has kind of gotten to the point where it's very sunny, and there's not a lot of rain. I know I say that it has been raining all day today, but with the sun out all the time, the grass has kind of died, so it doesn't need mowed as often, so I may not spend the full $40. And pet care, this is correct. The amount will be $113.59 with the $50 that I add. Again, I really want to keep it around $100. If I don't spend anything this month, I will not add anything to August's budget and just keep it at the $113. I really want to keep around $100 set in there at all times, but I don't want to go overboard. Transportation, my gas is $200. This I'm hoping will start going down, just not only because gas is cheaper at the moment, which it does help, but with the possibility of a new car comes better gas mileage, so hopefully we will see that maybe be adjusted to maybe $150. We're going to give it a few months once I get the new car and see kind of where we are. Maintenance, $500. So this again shows a negative balance. I rearranged some money for the budget. My June budget's a mess, you guys. Everything with my car has changed. A lot of things. And made a lot of categories when I was moving it, trying to get the maintenance fund work out in June, and so it's just a mess. So it is exactly $0, so this will actually be $500 remaining. It'll be $500 total in there for July. I'm not sure if the maintenance fund is going to stay there. That is because if I get a new car, I'm hoping I won't need as much maintenance. I will want something in the maintenance fund and slowly again build it up. Hopefully I won't have as much maintenance with a new car, so I can slowly build it up for when I need an oil change, when it needs tires, if something does break on it, which hopefully will not happen for a very long time. But things like that just basic maintenance, I will have saved up the money already. But for now, I'm just going to keep the $500 amount in there. Whatever doesn't stay in that maintenance fund, whatever I decide not to stay in there, will go to the car fund. That's already been decided. Groceries, $50. There is, yes, $44.90 in there from last month that I haven't spent, and that should be true. I'm not planning on going to the grocery store. And that means that the fund balance will be $94.90. No matter what the balance is for this, unless it gets crazy like $500, I'm just going to keep adding every single month. That's something I've decided. Restaurants, $75. I did lower it from $100 last month because I will not be, I'm going to have to spend money on a new car, so I want to put anything I can towards that car. But I do want to reward myself for being out of debt and kind of enjoy life a little more, so I kind of struck a balance between the $100 budget that I want to give myself and the $50 budget for eating out, and gave myself $75. That may rise or lower depending on what happens with the car situation. We'll just have to figure it out. Lifestyle, my phone bill is always medical, so in it we put May, but it's actually going to be July this year, so let's change this just for updating sake. July, I'm getting my contacts this month. Medical is correct. I had some $184.74 from last month, but my contacts are very expensive. I don't know how expensive they're going to be, but because of that, I am going to put aside everything I can, and whatever's left in medical is left in medical. If it's over $200, then maybe I take a little bit away, but there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of extra in the medical fund just in case. Clothing, $50 from last month. This is actually $0, which is a long story that I will go into in a very short version in my June budget, but it is actually $0, and because again I want to put stuff to my car, $0 for clothing. $100, I'm getting my hair done. I don't know how expensive it'll be this month. Like I said, everything is kind of going more expensive right now, but at the same time, I'm not getting my entire hair colored. It's just mainly for my roots, so we will see what it ends up being. Spotify and Hulu, Netflix, Acorns, and Amazon. Amazon luckily is not till October. Insurance, nothing until we get to house. I believe it was $278 or something around there. Last year, I kind of hey, it might go up a little, but I'm not sure. So I set aside $300 for my house insurance for the year. Identity theft, I don't know what it's called, identity theft protection or whatever. Is $175.91 for the year, and so that's just going to sit in there, and luckily I don't have anything else here. Startup costs, I originally had $100 in the business fund. With everything, with my new job and a car, the business has been kind of set aside at the moment. I'm still doing it. I'm still going to do it, but I really just need to take the time to learn my new job right now, and then again with everything going on with my car, it's just not been the time to really work on this new business. I am going to continue. I have lots of ideas. I'm taking notes. I'm just not acting on anything right now, and spending money on it, just because again, realistically, ideally it would make money, but I know that it's going to cost a little bit at the beginning, and I just can't dedicate my time nor money to it right now with a new job and having to pay for a new car. So we come to savings. My silverware is still here because yes, I had to take the $200 out of it. You will see that there is $0 because I had to take the $200 that I was going to use for this silverware and put it towards my car maintenance fixes last month in June. Anyway, so again, I want to put everything I can to my car, so nothing going to silverware again. So that means I will be putting the fund details. This amount is correct. So I'll be putting $468.23 in July. Hopefully ends up being more, but for now, this is what it is, going towards everything in July, and that will put my total car fund at $2,138.06. And then my emergency fund, I would leave $1,000, so that makes it $7,138.06. Kind of a sad car fund. We will have to see what happens. Again, lots of stuff going on, but that is what my budget looks like. And again, if you're curious, this debt, there's nothing in debt. The wedding fund will probably be moved. I think I'm going to keep $100 in it, but move everything else up to the car fund once July hits. I'll put the starting balance up another $400 and leave $100 in the wedding fund just in case. But yeah, emergency fund, this is going to be wiped out with the car. This will stay. Fridge, there's nothing in there yet. Laser eye surgery, nothing in there yet. So that's kind of the budget for July. So there you guys go. That is my July budget update, or I'm sorry, not update. I'm losing my mind. My July budget setup. Lots going on. Lots of expenses expected, which is good. I mean, that's why I make the budget, is because they're expected expenses, but still kind of a bummer with everything that's going on with my car. I will be updating you on my car. I will tell you that everything involved this week has involved a breakdown that my parents had to calm me down over the phone. Thank you, Mom and Dad. And a very sad realization that, again, I will have to explain to you, because I'm going to be just honest with you guys. That's really, whether I want to or not, I need to be honest with you, because it's being accountable with myself and being accountable with you. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week for the final June budget. Bye.